Alright, and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of the Monthly Beatdown Podcast. I am your host, Andy, the host of the Gaming Beatdown, and welcome to episode 24 of the Monthly Beatdown Podcast, our September 2018 channel update, where we do this once a month, or once I guess sometimes before the actual month happens or whatnot, but it's normally a once a month kind of thing where I give a nice little rundown on the channel and some nice little updates regarding its future and all that great stuff. So tonight we have a lot to address about here today. We got our schedule for the month of September to talk about. We have our monthly shout out to our subscribers. We also have our highlight of the month, which we debuted last month here for the Monthly Beatdown Podcast. We also have our cast of the month to talk about. We have some channel updates and some events and stuff to talk about. And we also have our Q&A session as well, which you guys can send in questions if you'd like to send me questions for my Q&A, which is always a popular thing to do every month here for the Monthly Beatdown Podcast. If you're here live, welcome. If you'd like to send me a question, you can use it in the Beatdown bot command !Ask Andy, and you can send me a question through there, and I'll answer as many of them as I can get to today. So yeah, that's gonna be awesome. That's what's on our agenda for today. So before we get underway, we're gonna quickly go over a few things real quickly here, and that is being our first thing we go for, and that is our freaking amazing shoutouts to our subscribers. That's right, for those of you who are a sub to the channel, for anyone who is, you do get a once a month shout out on my Monthly Beatdown Podcast, just as a great thank you very much for all the support for the past month and whatnot. So yeah, we'll quickly go through our list of subscribers here. So thank you to the following people here. Thank you to Billy3802, Grady Dose, Lemon Lizard, Co-Paylord, Trendwrecked, 5 Uberpone 2, Captain Paladin LP, Super Mutant 2099, Jinjo's Infinity, The Random Reject, FD907, 007565, aka Volano, Rwing64, Kippy00, Apparition, Kirk64, Dual Vision, and Evil Heel Gaming. So thank you very much for those of you who have been subscribed or were gifted a sub. Regardless, you do get a shout out regardless whether you did sub by yourself or was gifted regardless. So whatever it is, you do get a nice little shout once a month for it. And just so you know that being a subscriber here on the channel, as always, is a 100% optional thing to do. It does not change the fact if you're a viewer or not. It's 100% optional if you'd like to help support the channel and whatnot, and you do get nice benefits and whatnot, such as emotes in your chat, in the chat there and whatnot. You also get no ads on my stream, whatever, because soon there will be a thing coming to Twitch where basically eventually ads will be popping up here if you're not subbed. So it doesn't matter if you're Twitch primed or whatnot. As long as you are subbed, you don't get ads here on my channel at all. And there also is some benefits in the Discord server. And yeah, you also get to use emotes and whatever, and lots of other stuff. It's just a lot of stuff. Like I said, it's always optional to do, so if you'd like to support the channel, it is definitely the best way to do so. And you do get a monthly shout out every month on the Monthly Beatdown Podcast, as always. So yeah, if you'd like to, well, you're more than welcome to do so. I'm not forcing it. It's just a thing you can do if you would like to. So so there you go. So thank you very much for our subs, and now we'll move on to our not our main event, but our main focuses here tonight. And our first topic of the night is going to be the month recap. So let's talk about August of 2018, what went down here on this channel and whatnot. So to start things off, let's talk about Let's Play Nights. We've currently completed 2 games, and we're currently in the middle of a third one right now. And these are like our last number of playthroughs here for the channel until the season has come to an end. So the first game we actually completed was Halo 3 ODST, which is another Halo installment franchise. It is the last game in the original trilogy of the Halo franchise made by Bungie, and had to get through that just because I wanted to play through all of the Halo games here on the channel and whatnot, and very fun playthrough. I wouldn't say it was my, well, I guess I would say it's definitely one of my better Halo playthroughs. I think the Halo 2 playthrough was easily the weakest playthrough when it came to the Halo games on this channel. I wouldn't say it was as good as the first or third game, but this was still pretty fun regardless. The playthrough took about 2 streams at best. So if you'd like to see it, it's available in my collection section up above there. It's also on TGBD archives and a playlist and all that good stuff, so it's all there. and whatnot. Next for the Halo franchise for me is probably going to be Reach, because it is the last Halo game made by Bungie, and once we are done with Bungie Halo games, that we're into a whole new developer for the Halo games, and it's either a hit or miss when it comes to the Halo franchise up to that point. So, but it's really how you feel on the games there. So then we also did a one-sitting playthrough of Kirby's Return to Dreamland, the first Kirby game to be played here since, I'd say, 2014, I'd say. Yeah, that sounds about right. This is my also a first playthrough of the game. I actually have not played this before. This was actually the first time I played through it, and I had a lot of fun with this game. This game was really, really great. Yeah, I definitely need to play more Kirby games here on the channel. I've only played through beforehand Kirby 64 and Superstar Ultra, which are phenomenal games as well. But I really like this one too. This game was just as good too. I wouldn't say it was my favorite Kirby. I think still Kirby 64 still takes that trophy. But this game was definitely pretty good too. I mean, I don't think there actually is a really bad Kirby game that I've played so far. I mean, I haven't played all of them yet, but from the ones I've played so far, they've all been pretty great in my opinion. So I really enjoyed what I played there. Again, the playthrough is available in the collections above there on Twitch, also available in a playlist or just on my TGB Archives channel on YouTube. And last but not least, we've had our final game being played here for Let's Play Nights for season number 7, game number 150, and that being Ni no Kuni 2, which was one of my highly most anticipated sequels to be coming out all year. Originally, this game was supposed to be played back in the Empty Wallathon this year, so this was supposed to be the last game that I was going to be playing for the Empty Wallathon. So it was originally going to be game number 140. But unfortunately, it got pushed back till I think it was March. Wait, no, it was supposed to be November 1st. So actually, it was going to be originally in the middle of the Empty Wallathon. Then it got pushed to, I think it was to January or February, somewhere around there. So that's what led it to going to be the last game of the Empty Wallathon. But then, unfortunately, it got delayed for a third time, which I think that led it to be out in, I think it was March or April, something around there. Can't remember the exact date. But yeah, and then it ended up becoming the last game for that, so that's how all that kind of stuff happened. So it's been kind of a roller coaster with this game, when it was going to come out and whatnot, but I have to say, it has definitely lived up in my opinion. Oh man, I think the gameplay is just fantastic stuff. It definitely is a different direction compared to the first game. If you remember the first game, it's more about capturing creatures and using them as your party members and whatnot, kind of like a third-person Pokemon game a bit. So you actually control the creatures and you do their attacks and whatnot, which would be cool to see in a Pokemon game, I must say. I hope they actually consider doing that at some point. That'd be kind of awesome. But this time around, they take it a whole different direction. It's more of a action-based RPG, which is or Tales of, because if we're talking about Tales of, that's a Namco game, and this is a Namco game too. Tales of game, because it's more action-based and whatnot. Damn good personally. That's just me. Yeah, I really enjoyed so far what I've played for the story. I mean, it's not, like I said, it's not the best, but it's definitely still pretty good regardless for a story. It's more of a revolution story, like you're trying to bring peace to the world and whatnot, which is kind of cool, and trying to become a powerful kingdom and whatnot. So I don't know, I like it regardless what it is, but we still haven't finished it yet. The story-wise, we're getting pretty close to the end of the story, I'd say. We're currently sitting as of right now on chapter number 8 now, so and there's a total of 9 chapters in the game. So these next couple casts will probably be the final streams for this game. So yeah, we are getting closer and closer to the end of Ni no Kuni 2 here on the channel, which will end our playthroughs for season number 7. So yeah, it's been pretty fun so far, I gotta say. So yeah, so that's what's been going on for Let's Play Nights here on the channel. Also, yes, for Ni no Kuni 2 as well, you can find my whole playthrough collection here on Twitch up there, by clicking collections, and it's also available on TGBD Archives as well. There's a playlist there, and you'll probably see a lot of stream archives from that as well. So yeah. As well, up next, we'll be doing a lot of late night beatdowns this month. Only one cast was actually not going to happen during late night beatdowns, and that was the second week of August. But we'll talk about what other games we played here for late night beatdowns. Our first session of the August late night beatdown cast was with Grand Theft Auto Online, which was a viewer's choice game, and Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle. Really fun playing GTA again. I always like playing GTA, especially when you haven't played it in like quite some time. I think this is where the Battle of Daytona DLC came out for GTA Online, and it's always refreshing to go back to GTA. It's always very fun. It's a fun game to play, especially with friends, because that's a fun game to mess around with and whatnot. Especially just grouping around or just doing missions or whatever. It's always a fun game and whatnot. So I always look forward to playing GTA whenever you guys vote for it, or I ever decide to pick it for my slot for Let's Play nights, or no, late night beatdown, excuse me. And then we also had Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle. I think there's because it was leading up to the release of the DLC. It was like a couple days before EVO where they announced the release date for the rest of the DLC, which I've not actually played the DLC as of yet. But yeah, just played some matches with viewers, and yeah, still need to get better at the game. I kind of lost my ring rust a bit when I came playing the game. I haven't played the game at that point since June, I think it was. So it's been a few weeks since I last played that. Since then, and yeah, I actually have not played the game since then too. So it's been quite a bit since then. So yeah, I probably still lost my ring rust a bit. We also played some Super Smash Bros. For Wii U as well. Always like playing Smash, especially with the hype coming up with Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Yeah, I mean, what can you say? I mean, it's Smash Bros. I want to get my groove back when it comes to Smash Bros. Because, yeah, with Smash Bros. Ultimate on the horizon, like right around the corner, even if you think about it, yeah, I definitely would like to get my Smash back as well. Yeah, very fun, especially since also a direct happened not too long ago too about Smash Bros. That's probably why a lot of people wanted to play some Smash. So, yeah, great stuff. We'll always be playing Smash 4 here until Ultimate comes out, which is not till December, so still a few months away, but it's, like I said, it's going to be right around the corner when you think about it, so yeah. And then we've also played some Fortnite, and as well some Mario Tennis Aces. Mario Tennis Aces being because there's a specific character that was available in tournament mode for the month of August, which was Blooper, so I didn't get to unlock him until now. So yeah. Yeah, but Blooper is pretty interesting of a character. I have actually not played Mario Tennis for quite a bit of a while now because I just got busy with other stuff and whatnot, and they actually have updated the game, so it looks like you can't really cheese as much as you could before. I mean, you still kind of can, but not as badly as you could originally. And thank God, Bowser Jr., you don't see a lot of them anymore. So from what I played, not a lot of people actually played Bowser Jr. in Mario Tennis, because if you guys don't know, originally he was actually the most overpowered character in the game, and then they eventually nerfed him, so he's not as good. So you don't see him being picked a lot too often nowadays, so that's a relief. But you still see a lot of like Waluigi's and whatnot, because Waluigi is still considered a pretty good character in Mario Tennis. So, but as for Blooper, I think he's interesting. He's got some very neat curved shots that he has. He's definitely one of those characters that definitely will take time to learn how to play as, because I think he could be pretty good, because he's got a lot of curves on his like receives when he receives the ball. Because yeah, any character that has, I feel like the curved shots are a pain in the ass to play against, like Boo or like Rosalina, especially Rosalina. I think Rosalina is just a tough character to play against. Playing as her, it's fun, but playing against her, it's a tough one in my opinion. So, yeah. But yeah, it was a nice little time with him playing that, and then we also played Fortnite. Fortnite is Fortnite, I must say. So, yeah. And that's basically what's been going on for late night beatdowns. Yeah, we played a decent amount of games. Only one cast was not able to happen, just because it was postponed because of family stuff, so like a birthday party, and that's why I was not able to actually cast on late night beatdowns 1 week, so that's why. So yeah. But yeah, that's what's been going on for late night beatdowns, and of course we've had Mario Kart Sundays here on the channel as well. We've been playing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, going through our theme sets contest submissions. We are still in the middle of round 1. Our next Mario Kart cast will be the final week 1 sessions of the theme set contest, so we're getting close to round 2 of the theme set contest. So I'm thinking we probably will be done the contest I'd say maybe in October or so. So it's going to be a few more weeks until this contest is done. But yeah, we are getting close to finishing up our first round. Next cast for Mario Kart Sundays as of right now will be the final round for the first round. So yeah, we're almost done our first round submissions, and then we will be starting round 2 and playing all the awesome ones that moved on to round 2. And then of course we've been playing Mario Kart 8 Wii U as well. However, this was actually the final full month. Well, actually, no, that's not true. Actually, this was actually one of the last few full months of Mario Kart 8 Wii U being played here on the channel. As you know, as of after week number 180 of Mario Kart 8 Wii U, we will be discontinuing the Wii U version being played here on the channel, making it only focusing on Mario Kart 8 Deluxe being played on the channel. And so, as of August of 2018, we have currently now sat at week 178 for Mario Kart 8 Wii U. So only 2 more weeks left remaining for the Wii U version being played here on the channel. So, and what will be in replace of that? Well, we'll talk about that in a little bit here. So, yeah. And as well, if you guys haven't caught it, I did a offline Let's React stream here on, well, not on Twitch, but on YouTube. I did a Let's React to the Smash Brothers Direct that happened earlier this month as well. If you haven't seen it, it's up on my YouTube channel. Reacted to the whole Simon Belmont and Richter Belmont being in the game, and of course, King K. Rool coming into the game, and also a lot of the stages and all the mechanics and game modes and all the stuff that they announced. Very, very exciting, and yeah, you can see it up on my YouTube channel there, and you can also find it on the Discord server. I think it's under the general announcements if you're under Discord, but mainly it is on my YouTube channel, my main one, so that's where you can find all my Let's Reacts and all that stuff. So if you haven't caught it, make sure to go check that out if you haven't. If you're interested, that is. So yeah, so there you go. That's what's going on for the month of August. August is kind of a normal month, I gotta say. Probably the last normal month it'll probably be for a little bit, because soon I'm gonna be getting my work schedule picked up here. So yeah, things are gonna be a little more all over the place starting probably maybe this month. I'm not sure, but we'll see. But it should be normal for the most part, I will say. So yeah. So let's talk about the month's plans for the channel. So, for this month, we will be here with Let's Play Nights, and it's basically going to be a mix of Season 7 and start of Season number 8. I'll be talking about that in a minute here. But yeah, our first ever Let's Play cast for the month of September is actually going to be probably our final stream for Ni no Kuni 2, looking to try to wrap that up after Day 8. Because yeah, like I said, Day 7 we're going to just go through Chapter 8, and then Chapter 9 will be done on Day 8 to probably end our playthrough of Ni no Kuni 2. So that's what's going to be happening then. The week after, we're probably going to spend 1 week basically doing some leftover nights. I don't know what I'll be playing for that yet. I haven't really decided. I'll probably put up a poll for people to decide what I should do, because I haven't decided. I'm thinking of like either doing the Breath of the Wild Champions Ballad DLC, either the South Park Fractured Butthole DLC, because that's a thing. The Mario and Rabbids DLC, because that's also a thing as well. Also thinking of the Final Fantasy 15 Ignis DLC. There's a bunch of stuff that was like there that I had decided, but I'll let people decide in the chat if they'd like to see some stuff. There are also a few little things I would like to showcase too, because there was one thing in Banjo-Kazooie, the replay, I didn't get to show, and I would like to do that as well. So I'll think about stuff like that. But I know the Breath of the Wild DLC might be a little while, so if I only do that, we'll probably try to finish up in like 2 streams or whatnot. I don't know how long it is. I doubt it's very, very long, because in my original playthrough of Breath of the Wild, I actually did do all the dungeon. Well, I guess they're not really dungeons or whatnot. I don't know, the shrines, I guess, is what they're called. So yeah, I've done all the main ones there. It's just once I get the DLC, I was just probably going to be going to those new shrines that they unlock and whatnot, and maybe try to get the bike that's in the game, because yeah, there's a bike you can use in Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, which is kind of neat, and I want to try to find that out, especially since they actually added it in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. So yeah, but I'll decide more about that in the coming 2 weeks when that happens. So yeah. And then a few weeks will pass, and then eventually we'll be starting up our Let's Play Nights for Season number 8, and the Season 8 will eventually begin, and I'll talk about when that will be starting here on the channel, so stay tuned. As well, we'll have late night beatdowns, of course, playing some awesome games with you guys, and gonna introduce some newer games at a later point of September, and I'll talk about that in just a moment here too. And then of course Mario Kart Sundays as always, this month being the final month of the Wii U version of Mario Kart 8, so only 2 weeks remain for the Wii U version, and then we'll be discontinuing it altogether, making Mario Kart 8 Deluxe being the only Mario Kart 8 game being played here on the channel. But it will get replaced at some point, and I'll talk about that again here later on, so yeah. Alright, so there you go. That's what's basically going to be happening for the month of September, so yeah, it's going to be an interesting month, that's for sure. So let's talk about the month schedule now. So yeah, so let's talk about that real quickly. Let's bring up our lovely schedule here on Twitch. You can find that up above there under twitch.tv/events/ or AndymanTGBD/events, or you can scroll up above here if you're on Twitch, and then you can see the lovely events section right there. So yeah, so here is our schedule for the month of September. So let's bring it down here once I can find my link here. There we go. Okay, so the first stream of September is going to be on September 1st, which is a Saturday, and that'll most likely be the final cast for Nino Kuni 2. Gonna wrap that up. Hopefully we can finish that up then. So that's gonna be the last night for that. September 2nd will be Mario Kart Sundays. We'll be playing the deluxe version of Mario Kart 8. And this will also be playing our theme set contest submissions. Our final first round submissions will be played on this stream here. So this will be the last first round cast for the theme set contest. Late Night Beatdowns coming to you live here September 6th. Don't know what I'll be playing yet, so stay tuned and you guys can vote for what game gets played for the viewer's choice portion. September 7th and 8th for Let's Play Nights is going to be the leftovers night, so whatever I decide to do then will be played then, so that's how that's going to happen. September 9th, Mario Kart Sundays with week 179 of Mario Kart 8 Wii U, and we'll announce our winners of our next poll for the theme set contest then. So yeah, and then after that, the next cast after that will be September 13th with Late Night Beatdowns. Again, don't know what we'll be playing yet, still to be determined. And then Mario Kart Sundays will be here on September 16th with the Wii U, or the deluxe version, excuse me, and this will be the start of round 2 of the theme set contest. And then after that, we'll be here with September 23rd, our final stream of, well, actually not final stream actually. It'll be September 23rd with Mario Kart Sundays. So yeah, with our final stream of Mario Kart 8 Wii U. So this will be week 180 right here. So put that down, mark that down. September 23rd is the last Wii U Mario Kart cast here on the channel. So that's when that's going to happen. So yeah, and then on September 27th we'll be here with Late Night Beatdowns. I don't know what I'll be playing yet. Then we'll have the Let's Play nights on September 28th and 29th. They'll be making a return then. Then September 30th, we'll be here with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, so we'll be playing more of the Deluxe version then. I'll be going to be playing more of our theme set submissions then, because that'll be the second round 2. And then on October 1st, we'll be here with the Monthly Beadown Podcast. So that's all going to be happening there. So that's going to be our schedule then. So yeah, if anyone has any questions or concerns, you can send me a message in the comment section down below here on Twitch, or no, YouTube, excuse me. You can also send me a message on Facebook, Twitter, or whatever like that. Or if you talk to me on Discord, I'll actually answer them all there. So that's what's going to be happening then. So yeah. So that's basically the month. And yes, and by the way, I should mention, anything is destined to change on that schedule. So anything can happen and anything can change then. So please just keep in mind of that as well. So there you go. So that's what's going to be the month schedule for the month of September of 2018. Should be an interesting one. A little bit of a shorter cast schedule this month, but there's reasons for that. So yeah. Moving on here. Let's talk about the games I bought. So I haven't done this segment in actually I did a segment last month, but was not very active this month or last month. And this month, same thing really. And I only bought one game for the month of August, and it just recently came out, actually, I think it was last week, I believe it was, and that being this lovely Looking for Sailors kind of game, and that is the Shenmue 1 and 2 HD remakes, and I know a certain caster lady would be very happy to see this. I don't know, thought I would get it just because it was coming out, and it was not very expensive either, so I was like, you know what, I'll pick this up, because I've been told I should play this by a certain caster lady, because I don't know, I like these kind of things, so yeah, so that's what I picked up this month, so Yeah, so I got some Shenmue here. When it will be played, I don't know. So we'll see. At some point, I will eventually. We did go through that at some point, but I don't know when. No camera got all fuzzy there. GG camera. There we go. Thank you. That was weird. So yeah, so that's what the only game I really got for the month of August. I didn't really buy too many games this month because that's gonna be all happening during the month of September. That's when my wallet is gonna start feeling the pain. So rest in peace. So yeah, coming up next, we'll do our newest or our second time ever here on the Monthly Beatdown Podcast is the highlight of the month. Last month for the Monthly Beatdown Podcast, we actually did this segment. This will be the first time we actually did it. So this is our second time we'll be introducing this one, the highlight of the month, where we look back at what was the best highlight of the month. And this is a funny highlight that happened during the month of August here. And yeah, so we're going to quickly go through that real quickly here. This highlight coming through a Let's Play Night cast through game number 149 here in the channel. And I thought it was really, really funny just because I was so hyped, and then my hopes and dreams were crushed. So we'll quickly run through that right here. So here's our highlight of the month. Enjoy. Oh. Alright, Ultra Sword, let's go! Oh, what?! Oh, what? I think that was gonna be the winning kill rate. I just had to do that once. Oh, son of a bitch. Oh, god damn it. Wow, alright. Shit. Fuck, I had that guy too. He was done for as well. Well, son of a bitch. Alright, this time for sure. I hope somebody clipped that. That'd be awesome. Son of a bitch. So yes, that came from the Kirby's Return to Dreamland playthrough. It was around almost the end of the game. Actually, there was a few levels before that, but yeah, that's what happened there. And I thought that was probably one of the funniest things that occurred during the month of August. There was a lot of stuff to pick, but that was easily my favorite thing that happened in the month of August of 2018. Very, very funny highlight for sure. And yeah, looking forward to what September should bring for highlights for this year. So I'm looking forward to what that will be. So yeah, so there you go. That's our highlight of the month of August. So thank you very much for enjoying that one. That was actually an easy pick for me this month. So yeah, moving on here is going to be some channel updates now. All right. So to dive right into here, let's talk about our first thing here, and that is our 3DS capture card update. So I'm not sure if you guys were aware, if you guys haven't heard or whatnot. I thought I'd just address this once again here, but right here, ladies and gentlemen, it has finally arrived. The 3DS capture card has finally made its appearance and has arrived at my house, safe and sound. Yes, eventually here on the channel, yes, we will be doing 3DS capture footage here on the channel. We will be doing some playthroughs for that. We'll also be doing some multiplayer nights for this as well. Of course, we're going to be bringing another specific game for a specific cast here on the channel on Sundays. And we'll talk about more of that in just a minute here. But yeah, very, very excited to be doing using this. We did do a test cast earlier in August, and it went very, very well. So I'm actually very happy how smooth everything was running with this thing. So if anyone wants to know, this is the 2DS XL. So it doesn't have the 3D motion and all that stuff and whatnot. So I figured this would be the best one to get. Plus, it's also got the you guys don't know, it's got the little analog stick here, so I don't need that little big ass thing to look for, because I hear that thing's pretty expensive to find actually. So yeah, so that's why I got that one, just because I figured since the 3DS is almost on its way out, I figured I might as well get the latest model that they have, and probably the best one they have. And yeah, I'm very pleased with how it came out. I did get it through Kotatsu Kitty, in case anybody is wondering. So it was took a pretty penny off me, that's for sure. But it was all because of Twitch funds and donations and whatnot that I received over the years that helped get through this. So once again, thank you very much for those of you who helped make this possible. I'm looking forward to doing this. That we'll be starting to do 3DS stuff in season number 8. Just for season number 7, I'm just not going to be doing 3DS stuff just yet. Just want to finalize a few things before I actually do actual 3DS casts here on the channel. So I don't know when the first 3DS playthrough will be, but we will be doing some like late night beatdown stuff for it for sure. There's a lot of games I would like to introduce when it comes to that for late night beatdowns. That being Animal Crossing New Leaf for one, just because it's Animal Crossing. People have been wanting me to play Animal Crossing for a long time with people on the channel, and because they've shut down the Wii one, there's been no way to play the Animal Crossing games online with people. I mean, you probably still could with the Wii version, but you would have to get modded servers and whatnot. And, I don't know if it would work very well. Plus, I didn't really get too much into the Wii version and whatnot. But now that we have this, we can actually play through the 3DS version on here, and it will give me a reason to actually play Animal Crossing again, which is great. We also have Mario Golf, the Mario Golf game that's on there. I can't remember, but yeah, I want to bring that over because that's also got online multiplayer. Because can't go wrong with golf games, especially Mario Golf. And yeah, we'll definitely bring that to the channel. I've been requested to play a lot of the 3DS Smash Bros, so maybe we'll bring that over because some people don't have the Wii version, so I figured we'll play the 3DS one as a build-up to the Smash Ultimate coming out in December. So we'll be adding 3DS Smash to the polls as well, in case anyone would like to play that version as well, if you have it. And maybe Pokemon. Maybe we'll do some Pokemon battles and whatnot. I don't have a lot of Pokemon and whatnot, so I figured I could just battle people with my team that I have and whatnot in Sun and Moon and whatnot. But I know the latest one is Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, which I actually don't own as of this time. But yeah, but for now, yeah, we could definitely play those. I'm not sure if it matters if I don't have Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. It probably doesn't. I don't know, but we'll see. But yeah, looking forward to doing that. And of course, there will be another multiplayer game, which I'll talk about here in just a moment. So we'll get to that here as this rolls along. So yeah, like I said, I don't know when the first 3DS game or playthrough game yet will be, but we'll see. It'll be sometime during Season 8, so stay tuned. That's for sure. So yeah, there you go for that. And now let's talk about that other game I was talking about. Because yes, with the this September being the final month of the Wii U version being on the channel, I've been looking for a game to replace that at some point, and well, that game is eventually going to be Mario Kart 7 for Mario Kart Sundays. Yes, that's right. When that will be starting exactly, well, you have to stay tuned exactly. It will be happening some point during season number 8, so after the end of week number 180 of Mario Kart 8 Wii U for Mario Kart Sundays, that's when we'll be announcing the official start date for Mario Kart 7, so yeah, it should be an awesome one, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, like I said, after week 180, which is going to be happening as announced on September 23rd, that will be the last cast for the Wii version on the channel, so yeah. And then Mario Kart 7 will be bringing its first debut here for Mario Kart Sundays at some point. We'll announce the day of that following the end of that cast, so yeah, get hyped for that. So yeah. Moving on here, well, let's talk about this. If you have not seen this yet, let's talk about this, or well, let me just show you something real quickly here. So, as they do on Nintendo Directs, please have a look. So yeah, there you go, guys. As announced earlier this month, on August, we announced the 7-year anniversary show, which is coming to you live here Sunday, October 14th, 2018, which should be an awesome time. Going to be celebrating 7 years of casting here on Twitch TV. During this show, there's going to be a lot of stuff that's going to be happening, such as the Top 50 Moments video, where we go through the 50 best moments that happened during season number 7, along with 5 honorable mentions as well. Development of this video has finally begun this week, so I'm very happy about that. Looking forward for it because there's a lot of cool new things I've added for this year's video, so I'm actually looking forward to how it will turn out. Hopefully it ends up pretty good. We also will be announcing our winners of our our award polls that are going to be going up every Friday, so we'll have new polls up every Friday, which you guys can vote for. We currently have one up right now, which is our replay poll, where you guys can vote for 3 games that will be replayed. The top 3 games will actually be replayed here on the channel at some point during season number 8. We'll also have other polls on there that will be announced as the polls get released. And there will be a new poll coming up this upcoming Friday as of this cast, so keep an eye out for that. We also will have some announcements and stuff to talk about here as well. Some other goodies will be happening as well. And just like last year as well, you also will be doing a marathon of all the top 50 moments videos leading up to the start of the 7-year anniversary show. So we'll be rewatching all of them from best of season 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, leading up to the start of this. That's an optional thing to join to watch if you would like, but it's going to be happening there just to have a build-up leading up to it. Just like last year for the 6th anniversary show, I thought I'd do that again because with the power of vodcast, I can actually do that. So that's when that's going to be happening too. So yeah, it should be an awesome time. It's going to be happening on Sunday, October 14th, 2018, starting at 7 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Mountain, 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern. And yeah, I can't believe it's already celebrating 7 years here on the channel. So it's going to be quite freaking amazing. So yeah. So yeah, that's when that's going to be happening there. Yes, when that marathon will lead up to the start of this show, when will be, I don't know what time that will start at yet. That'll probably get decided closer to when this actual show is going to begin. So please stay tuned for that. You'll probably get an announcement of it on Twitter and the site and Discord as well. So definitely please stay tuned when it comes towards all that kind of stuff. So yeah. All right, and of course, let's talk about one last thing. I would like to announce that Season 8 of the channel for TGBD will officially be beginning September 28th, 2018. That's right. That's when we'll be starting up our first Let's Play game for Let's Play Nights. And yes, it will be the start of the Empty Wallathon Marathon then. Yes, this is a Friday, by the way, just in case anybody was wondering. So yeah, we'll be starting playing through games again there for Let's Play Nights on this day right here. Yeah, looking forward to that, and yeah, should be great. That means we'll also be starting playing 3DS stuff around this point for late night beatdowns and for a specific Mario Kart cast, and definitely for Let's Play at some point. But yeah, we will be starting off just like always with the Empty Wallathon. That's how we always open up the season. We go through a barrage of new games that have come out and whatnot, and this season should be pretty interesting for sure, especially with the 3DS capture, and now we have a lot of stuff we can actually do. So makes more stuff to do in this one season, that's for sure. So it should be a great time, and I'm looking forward to the start of the next season here on the channel. So I thought I would announce when this will be starting that. What game will be announced for that, however, that will be to be determined, so stay tuned. And when the announcement will be for that. So yeah. So there you go. That's all of our announcements and whatnot. So should be a good time this upcoming month. So yeah, that's all I had to really announce for announcements and whatnot. So moving on to our next segment here, which is going to be our Caster of the Month nomination. So that's right. So every month I actually do a nice little thing called the Caster of the Month. We give a nice little shout out to a caster who I feel deserves some shout outs and whatnot. Last month, in the month of August, was Futaba. She was our caster of the month for the month of August. And yeah, so make sure to go follow her if you check her out if you have not done so. But for September, we're going to be announcing our newest person for the caster of the month, and I think this person deserves definitely some a shout out for sure. He is pretty liked from a lot of people, and I like him too. So yeah, I think he's pretty funny and whatnot. So here is our caster of the month for the month of September of 2018. Enjoy.
Retro pies are nice. I heard they went down in price too. Cause what killed me? What killed me? That's why I don't like Sonic.
Alright, so there you go. Our caster of the month for the month of September 2018 is Coaches. Yes, Coaches is our caster of the month who's been around here on the channel a few times. He's also raided me a few times. He's an awesome guy, part of the variety casting community, and he does a lot of classic games and whatnot. And yeah, he plays a lot of games and whatnot. Does Mario Party net plays Mario Kart as well, just like me on some nights. Random nights as well, so yeah, he's pretty awesome. So go check him out over at twitch.tv/cocheese788. So there you go. Make sure to go follow him if you have not done so. His channel link and that will be in the description down below. So make sure to go check that out if you are not watching this live. So yeah. So there you go. That's our cast of the month for the month of September. And finally, we've arrived at our final segment of the cast, and that is our Q&A session. This is where you guys can send me questions here, and I will answer them live here on the channel. If you'd like to send me a question, you can use the command !Ask Andy in the chat if you're live here, and I will answer your question here if you are live. So that's how that will work. So yeah, so let's dive into some questions for the Q&A session. Let's put on some music here while we are at it here. So let's do that. So let's get underway here. We got a couple questions here already in the responses. We'll go through this real quickly here. So yeah, so our first question comes from Funky Kong. He says, "Will someone please talk Nintendo and letting me back into Mario Kart?" Well, you can ask our new caster of the month, Coaches, because he'll gladly give you the answer, Mr. Funky Kong. Because I hear he's your biggest fan. So yes, thank you very much, Funky Kong, for the question. But yeah, that's who you can ask. You'll ask Coaches for that. Our next question is from Ed. He says, "Pick 5 people to help you survive on a desert island. They can be real, or they can be fictional." Ooh, that's interesting. Well, we'll go with fictional. We'll go with fictional for this one because I think that makes it a little more interesting. Obviously, we gotta start off with my waifu. We gotta start off with Resane there because she can actually scan everything around and whatnot, so she can hopefully help me out when it comes to that. We will also add. We'll also add Pira Nikos as well because, you know, we're in deserted island, right? And there's probably desert and whatnot. And she's pretty used to the whole dust and whatnot, so she can be very big help when it comes to that. Also, I would like to also probably announce Anakin Skywalker because he's definitely one of those people that really loves sand. Because, you know, he loves sand because he was born on it, right? So he definitely would be one of those people that I would have on there. I would also I'd probably add this is not fictional, this is actually a real person. I'll probably add App because we need his exploration skills for this one because yeah, without him, how else could we explore, right? Because we definitely need his help when it comes to that. And last person, I would have to say, well, we're gonna need a water Pokemon because we are in a desert, or deserted island or whatever. So I'm going to say I'm gonna bring a Mudkip with me as well because we definitely need some water. We can't survive without it, right? So I mean, it's smart. We have a Pokemon who can use water attacks that can help us get fresh water and whatnot, right? So that would make the most sense. So those will be my 5 people that I would pick that I would need on a deserted island if I need to help survive. So yeah. So thank you for the question. I appreciate that one. So yeah. Next question from Anonymous. Oh, that's not a question. Hold up, that's not a question there. Next question, here we go. Next question is from Bernie. He says, since you're going to send me back to space soon, this is my stream now. Sorry, no, it's not. good try though, Bernie. I would hit you with a pillow, but that won't solve anything. But good try though. But thank you for the question, Bernie. I appreciate that. Next question's from Rise Kujikawa. She says, Senpai, I have to know, what's your favorite thing about me, and why do you have 205 pictures of me? Well, the reason why I have 205 pictures with you is because, well, Takata and Edge have these incredible sources, and they just like posting pictures of yourself in the, one of the channels in my Discord server. So that is why I have 205 pictures of you, and then I have to have a folder of them because I don't know. Just cause why the hell not? As for favorite thing, it's obviously because of your awesome persona, which makes you go ham in very tough situations, just like that one boss fight where I was really close to probably gonna die and had like no way to revive all of my HP and SP. Well, I mean, I could revive my HP, just I had no SP at all, but because of her clutch skills, yeah, that is why. It's because she has powers that you can basically find out what enemy weaknesses are. She basically can just heal you on random points, along with healing your SP, or hell, even cranking up your attack power and defense. I think she could do defense as well, if I remember, yeah. But yeah, all that kind of stuff. And plus, she just seems like she's also a nice person, too, in real life, so that's also why. And how can you hate someone that's very supportive of you, right? I mean, that's impossible, right? You can't be mad at that, right? So that's also another thing. So yeah, so there you go. Thank you for the question there. Next question is from Sonic. It says, what do you think my best, what do you think was my best game that you played? Hey, I'm Sonic. Best Sonic game I've played. Oh, I've actually announced this before. My favorite Sonic game that I've ever played was Sonic 3 and Knuckles. That was at one point one of my favorite Sonic games. If we're talking about 2 or 3D Sonic games, I would have to say Sonic Heroes. Sonic Heroes is one of my favorite 3D Sonic games. It's a very mixed bags. A lot of people hate it, and a lot of people love it. And I'm in the part that I actually like it a lot. I think it's a perfect Sonic game, in my opinion. Not perfect gameplay-wise. I think there's some things that kind of suck, like the Chaos Emerald bonus missions. We have to get those in order to unlock the true ending of the game. And they just don't control very well. But as long as you use the power characters, you'll have no problem getting to that. But regardless, though, I think it's a fantastic game. It's a game that I feel gets too much hate, personally. So I really like that game. It was the first 3D Sonic game I actually owned. So that's why I actually really liked it too. So I've had so many years playing through it and whatnot. So yeah, and really enjoyed it. So yeah. So thank you very much for the question. Actually being Sonic 3 and Knuckles and Sonic Heroes. But if I had to pick 2D again, like I know Sonic 3 and Knuckles was my favorite, but lately I'd probably say maybe Mania. Mania might be one of my favorites, but I definitely would have to say at 3 Knuckles for sure. Next question is from Mickey Mouse. He says, hey pal, what do you think is my best moment in Kingdom Hearts so far? Wow. Your best moment is when you took off your, when Goofy died, and then, well, everyone thought Goofy died, and then you were like, they'll pay for this, and you took off the robe and went whoosh, and it started running after Heartless and whatnot. I think that was the best Mickey moment. I don't think there was anything better than that, personally. It was like a Yoda moment for Mickey there. He like got serious and went and kicked some ass. That was my favorite Mickey moment in the Kingdom Hearts series, easily so far. Nothing even comes close so far. But hopefully in 3, he has a pretty awesome moment, but easily so far with the Matt moment for sure. Next question from Anonymous. He says, convince me why I should buy a Recode. I mean, do I need to? I mean, why should I convince you not to buy it? Do you plan on buying it? Well, if you are, then if you don't plan on buying it, well, if you are planning on buying it, and I should convince you not to, it's because it's bad, and the story doesn't matter until the end of the credits. So that's all you really need to know. Just watch the movie. I don't know how many times I need to really say this on cast, but yeah. But I probably will have to buy it again just because I actually already played it on cast, and now that I have the 3DS capture card, I actually play it on stream and whatnot. It probably would look a little better and looks a little smoother personally. So yeah, along with 358, I definitely need to buy that again because I'd definitely play that again on my capture card and whatnot. So. But yeah, for Recoded, yeah, just don't buy it. It's not worth your time. But thank you for the question. I appreciate that. Anonymous again here asks, what's your favorite Kurt Angle match? Ooh, that's a good question. Got a wrestling question here. Ooh, that's tough. There's two I have in mind. The first one, if it was a WWE match, I would have to say his match with Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 21. That was a good damn match, and oh man, that was probably the match of the night during that show for sure. In my opinion, it was probably Kurt's best WWE match. This is when he basically started becoming the well, I wouldn't say the wrestling machine, but more of a serious character at this point too. And yeah, I really liked his matches with Shawn Michaels, but definitely this was the one that I actually really liked a lot. That match was just fantastic. I remember watching it live on pay-per-view, and I was like, damn, this match is awesome. But yeah, it was definitely his best match for sure. I mean, he's had better matches after that, but when I think of like WWE matches, you could think maybe of matches against like other people too, but I have definitely to say his match with HBK is my favorite for sure. Now, outside of WWE, probably any of his matches with AJ Styles in TNA. My God, they were fantastic stuff. I mean, this is when Kurt was in his prime too, and he was just tearing it up in TNA. And I think him and AJ were like carrying TNA on their shoulders at the time. And anytime those two actually had a match with each other was gold, pretty much. Yeah, and Kurt has said in interviews, like, if he ever had to do one more match with somebody, he's always said he wants it to be with AJ Styles. I mean, how could you not? He's easily like the best performer currently going right now. So, and if Kurt was still in his prime and it was still good to go, I mean, he looked kind of rough during Mania this year, but if he was still in his prime, I think him and AJ now would kill it, honestly, personally. So, yeah, I mean, I would love to see another AJ and Kurt match, but I don't know how good it would be in 2018 or 2019. But if they ever do plan to do it, I mean, it'd be cool to see. But yeah, well, there you go. That's my answer for that. So in WWE, him with Shawn Michaels, and then outside, it'd be anything with AJ for sure. So thank you for the question there. I appreciate that. Next question is from Reggie Fizime. And he asks, if you could make one sequel to any Nintendo party game, what would it be and why? A sequel from a Nintendo first party game, okay? What is something that hasn't been had a sequel in a long time, or just hasn't had a release in a long time? I'm trying to think here. That I've played, at least. That is a tough question. I won't say Animal Crossing, because we all know that's happening at some point, so... Can't say Paper Mario, because that recently happened a few years ago. I don't know if this would be considered... Well, I mean, maybe it would be considered Nintendo, but it's more Rare made the game, personally. I would love to see a sequel to Diddy Kong Racing, personally. I think there was originally rumors that they planned to do it, and they remade Diddy Kong Racing for DS, but it's not a good remake personally. I would prefer the N64 version personally, but I think Diddy Kong Racing deserves some sort of sequel at some point. I love Diddy Kong Racing. I think it's one of my favorite kart racers in general. Just because it had the story mode and all like the little battle modes and all that, which were all unique to each other. I think a sequel to Diddy Kong Racing would be awesome. Fortunately, they would have to get rid of a lot of the rare characters, because I know in the remake they got rid of Banjo and Conker for specific reasons, and they added other characters to replace them. But they did keep Tip Top in the game, which is odd because Tip Top was in Banjo-Kazooie, so it's weird how they kept him of all characters. I don't know, it's weird. Maybe they don't give a damn about Tip Top, or kind of forgot about him or something. I don't know. I mean, I would too personally. But yeah, definitely Diddy Kong Racing. It would be cool to see. I know there was one point they were gonna make a Donkey Kong Racing game, but then that got canceled. Never saw the light of day because Rare actually got bought out by Microsoft, so that game never saw the light of day. Then that game became other different games, and then that game got canceled. So yeah, I mean, Diddy Kong Racing would be cool to see. I'd like to see another one of those. Other than that, maybe Pikmin 4. I think the time is right to think about it. Pikmin 3 came out in 2013, 2013, I think, yeah. So it's been 14, 15, 5 years already since Pikmin 3. God, it doesn't even feel that long, but yeah. I think Pikmin, like a true Pikmin game, not like Hey Pikmin, which I've not played yet exactly. I think it's time for another like console Pikmin game, which with the Switch out in that, maybe Pikmin 4 will eventually come out. But yeah, it's definitely the Pikmin game that Nintendo game that I've kind of been waiting for. I've already gotten a 3D Mario game that's back to the sandbox style, like 64 and that. Zelda just recently had its renaissance of its open world games and whatnot. Yeah, I don't know. Probably I'd say Pikmin and probably Diddy Kong Racing for sure are the ones. And oh, another one, Mario Golf. We need another Mario Golf game. Hell, just put Mario Baseball on there as well, and put Mario Strikers on there as well. So the soccer game, basically. We need more those sequels to those games for sure. There hasn't been a Mario Strikers game since I'd say the Wii, so it'd be nice to see another one of those games come out. Because I don't know, I like the arcadey sports games, and Mario always does them pretty well personally. But yeah, I'd like to definitely see another iteration of those, because that was fun. Those games were fun, especially because that game actually had online, and unfortunately you can't play online anymore unless you mod the servers, right? So, but it'd be cool to get another one, because that would be awesome for sure. We definitely need a new Mario Baseball game. Yeah, for sure, I agree. Mario Baseball game would be awesome for sure. I'd be down for another Mario Baseball game for sure. But yeah, definitely all those games I just listed would be kind of cool to see. If I have to name one more, I'm trying to think what I would like to see. Trying to think. I'm looking around, see if I can think of something. Maybe Star Fox? I don't know. Would that count? Because Star Fox recently got a sequel, but it's more of a remake to 64 more than anything. I don't know. Maybe Star Fox, I guess, because I actually kind of would like to see one that actually controls good and plays good. I don't know. That's just me personally, at least. It'd be nice, but I doubt it will ever happen for sure. So, it hasn't been a while. Punch Up. That's right, Punch Out. It's been a while since Punch Out. That's right. I didn't even think of that. Yeah, Punch Out deserves another game for sure. Punch Out got one on the Wii, and that'd be kind of cool. And especially with the Joy-Cons, you could make another Punch Out game easily. So yeah, I mean, if you don't want to use that, you can still use the Pro Controller and whatnot. Because I believe on the Punch Out for the Wii, you could actually use the remote like this and then whatnot. So you could easily do that. But yeah, I think Punch Out deserves a sequel for sure. Would Kid Icarus deserve a sequel too? Probably, I think so, but I've not played Uprising yet, so I can't really say for sure. I know a lot of people would be down for that as well, so that's another game for sure. I think it deserves some sort of remake for sure. Yeah, but maybe Captain Toad, but they just re-released Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, so don't know if that will happen anytime soon. So, but yeah, it just depends. We'll see what happens exactly. Nintendo tends to surprise every now and then, so it's really hard to say what I would like to see for or sequels and whatnot, because they've kind of just been doing a lot of these sequels that I've kind of wanted, and they've already done them. So it's hard to say exactly for sure. So, but yeah, we'll definitely see for sure. And so yeah, thank you for the question there. I appreciate that. Next question is from Teddy. He says, "Who is my Barry Possum #1 fan?" I think it's Reese. Oh, it's definitely Billy. No questions asked. Thank you for the question, Teddy. That was a very good question. Next question is from App. Says, "I want your prediction on the record. Will a Persona 3 remake be announced at TGS 2018? Yes, it will. And how they'll do it? There'll be a dark room, and then they'll flash a light on a door, and then they'll open a door, and then the trailer will be played through the door. That's what's going to happen. So that's how it's going to be announced. So yeah, that's how it will be announced. But yeah, I mean, it'd be kind of cool if it would be, especially if they have models for all the characters in the Persona 5 style. Yeah, I mean, why not, right? Go all out with that, right? So yeah, I'd be down for it. And I hope they do too, because it may be not very likely that they will, but because they already got Persona Q2, and they got the dancing games coming out. Well, Q2 is on its way out soon in Japan, but the dancing games are out in December for North America and whatnot. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see exactly. I will say yes. I'll say yes to that, because I kind of want that, because that'd be kind of cool. So yeah, but thank you for the question there. Next question is from Chain. It says, "If you were a Keyblade holder, how would your Keyblade look like?" Oh, it would definitely look like that one that that Ventus has in Birth by Sleep that he gets from Axel. Definitely be something toasty related, that's for sure. Something that looks pretty fiery and whatnot. Has my logo in there as well and whatnot. Something like a mix between all of that. And a mix between maybe Oblivion as well. Like I take Oblivion and then put like fire effects around it, and then maybe put my my fist logo where you hold the Keyblade basically. And then maybe the keychain. I don't know what I would put the keychain as. That's a tough one I would pick there. I don't know what I would put there. The keychain on. I can't think of it. Maybe Bernie. That's probably what I would do. I'd probably put Bernie as the keychain. But yeah, that's something I would have in mind for sure. So. I mean, it'd look pretty cool. Or if the fist doesn't work for like for where you hold it, the fist can be the keychain. So yeah, but who knows? But that's kind of what I have in mind, basically, what I would make my Keyblade for sure. So yeah, so thank you for the question there. Next question is from Mutant. It says, "Saw when watching video for that anniversary cast on Sunday. Was wondering if you decided if you're going to do Mario Kart 8 still that week or another day. Or will that be more decided closer to October?" That will be decided more until October. It most likely might be the day after. I'll probably do Mario Kart the next day right after that cast. Just because I feel like my anniversary is more important than doing a Mario Kart cast on a Sunday, for sure. Because it lines up, I have to do my anniversary cast on my actual anniversary day, right? I mean, it makes the most sense. You can't do something over that, right? Why would I do that, right? But that's just me personally. But Mario Kart would probably be the next day. We'll wait and see. I'm not too sure. We'll decide closer to October for sure when that will be. So, yeah. So thank you for the question there. Next question is from Bullet Club. Are you all in this weekend? Damn right I am. Damn right. I'm excited to go see. I'm excited to see Neville and CM Punk to show up. And if they're not, then I'm not all in. I'm sorry. So yeah, so thank you for the question there. And last but not least is from Ash. It says, "Can I have a pity badge?" Sure, you can have Wait, oh. Do I have a badge? Hold on, I gotta see if I have a badge here. Hold on. I'm gonna look this up if I have one. Give me a sec. I don't know if I have one, honestly. I can't think if I have a pity badge for Ash. I would have to make one, unfortunately. If you would like a pity badge, though, Ash, all you have to do is click that sub button up there. there you go. That's where your pity badge is, Ash. Just by clicking that sub button up there, because then you get it by your name, and that's how you get one. So yeah, thank you for the question, Ash. I appreciate that. So yeah, and he's exploring for something, so he should have it more. So that's true. That's true. But yeah, all right. Do we have any more questions here at all? Let me just see. Nope, doesn't look like we got any more questions. I'll check by this thing here. Nope, no questions there. Okay. Well, I guess that's it for the Q&A for the month of September. So thank you for everybody for sending in questions. If you have any more questions you'd like to send for future podcasts, you can always use the command !Ask Andy here on my stream. If you're live, here live during a cast, you can use that and send me a question, and I'll answer it during the Q&A session during the Monthly Beatdown Podcast. So yeah. Also, probably is in the description down below on my on the video here as well. So if you have a future question you'd like to ask, that's where you can ask them there. So yeah, I always like doing the Q&A sessions, even though there's a lot more trolly, goofy questions than actual questions, but they're fun to answer too. So yeah. But thank you for all the questions. I do appreciate that. So yeah. With that is it for this month's edition of the Monthly Beatdown Podcast. Let's just go over what we just talked about tonight. So we had our subscriber shout out, so thank you for those of you who were subscribed during the month of August. We had our month recap talking about what the month of August happened, or what happened during the month of August. We had our month's plans talked about as well. We had our schedule showcase for the month of September. We had our games I bought segment, which was just one game. We had our highlight of the month, which is very awesome. I like doing the highlight of the month. It's nice new little segment I like to do. We also had our channel updates and whatnot, talk about what's to come for the month of September. We had our cast of the month, which is once again Code Cheese. Make sure to go give him a follow if you have not done so. As well, we also did our Q&A session. So yeah, so that's gonna do it for this month's edition of the Monthly Beatdown Podcast. The next time for the Monthly Beatdown Podcast will be coming to you live here October 1st. 2018 for the October 2018 channel update. Probably going to be a very quieter edition of the Monthly Beatdown Podcast, because most of the stuff is going to be announced during the 70th anniversary show, or will be showcased beforehand too, during the start of the season number 8. So yeah, that's basically when that is going to be all addressed and whatnot. So it's probably going to be a little bit of a quieter one for the month of October. We'll have our normal stuff like our subscriber shout out, our schedule for the month, our highlight of the month, our cash of the month, and all that stuff too, and whatnot. So that's probably what's all going to be really happening for that cast. So don't expect too much that's going to be happening for the October edition of the Monthly Beatdown Podcast. So yeah, should be a quieter one. So yeah. But if you're watching this episode of the Monthly Beatdown Podcast and you enjoyed it, make sure to give a like. If you have any questions or anything like that, make sure to give a comment in the YouTube comment section down below. You also can send me questions on Twitter or Facebook or whatever, or on my Discord, and I'll gladly answer them there for you. And also, like I said, if you have a feature question for the Monthly Beatdown Podcast, send them in through my command !Ask Andy here in my chat using the Beatdown bot command. So yeah. But with that will wrap our episode up for the Monthly Beatdown Podcast. So thank you for those of you watching live, and if you're watching here on YouTube, thank you for watching. and we'll see you all on the next stream here on the Gaming Beatdown, which will be tomorrow night, actually, for late night beatdowns as of this recording. So it should be a fun time. I don't know what I'll be. I'm going to be playing Halo Master Chief Collection because of a new update that recently came out for the game, which supposedly has fixed up a lot of the issues for the game. So I'm looking forward to actually trying that out. And of course, a viewer's choice game that you guys can vote for. So make sure to go vote for that if you have not done so. So yeah, so with that, that's going to do it. So thanks for everybody tuning in, and we'll see you on the next edition of the Monthly Beatdown Podcast, which will be in October. But as well, we'll also see you on the next edition of the Gaming Beatdown, which will be here right here tomorrow night. So hope to see you guys then. So until then, you guys take care. Enjoy your month of September. And I just want to let everybody know as well before I close, is always to love each other and have a wonderful time, and always look on the positive on things, that's for sure. Because I know we have a lot of people that have not been feeling very positive lately, and I just want to let you know to always feel positive, and if anything ever happens, always feel free to contact us, anybody here as well. We are here to help for sure. We want to make everybody feel very positive and feel very happy and whatnot, and not make them feel dark thoughts as well. So make sure to love everybody for sure, because I feel like a lot of people definitely have needed it for quite a while. So just wanted to throw that down as well. So yeah, so make sure to love everybody, love one and all, and yeah, and let's make a lot of positivity happen down the line here on the channel. So yeah, because I feel everyone should use it. So yeah, but with that, that's gonna do it. So thanks for coming by, and we'll see you on the next edition of the Monthly Beatdown Podcast and the next stream here on the Gaming Beatdown. You'll have a great night. Enjoy your month of September, and we'll see you then. See you guys.